In this demonstration, we're going to present order to cash process in Business Central. Now, the steps in this scenario is we'll begin with creating a sales order, we'll post the sales order, view the invoice details, and then register the customer's payment. So let's begin by creating a new sales order in Business Central. So up at the top of your screen, you'll see all the shortcuts on the role-based homepage, which simplifies the user experience in performing common tasks, such as entering data. So we'll go ahead and enter in a sales order. Now you just begin to type a customer name, or you can select from the drop-down menu. Here, you'll select the customer. And after selecting the customer, there are several fields that will automatically populate. Also, we can, as users, configure the behavior of the enter key to further reduce the number of clicks to complete a form. By selecting enter, you notice the cursor will automatically be directed to the line items within this form. Now I can start to type an item from inventory, such as desk, and then when I tab over, the Business Central application intelligently knows what I'm looking for when I typed in desk, and it puts the item number in the respective field. Next, I'll put in the quantity. I'll enter in 2. And the sales order contains a significant number of other products to the line items. To streamline data entry even further, the sales rep can take advantage of adding these items with minimal mouse clicks. Selecting Manage and then Select Items, I can use my keyboard shortcut keys, such as Shift and/or the Control key, and I can select multiple items from this list. Here I've got the Antwerp conference table, the lamp, a chair, and the swivel chair. I'll select OK. And the sales order has been created. It ends in 1006. Next, let's go ahead and post the sales order. So I've got the sales order open under the posting menu. I'll select the preview posting. Just want to make sure I confirm the accuracy and the impact on our ledgers. I can select and drill into the detail and see all of the impact. Looks good to me. We can either close or hit the escape key and then just post the transaction. Now, depending on the organization's business processes determines which selection is chosen here. In this scenario, we're going to go ahead and ship and invoice at the same time to streamline that process. We'll select OK. And then I can close the list of the remaining sales orders here. Now the next step I should say will be to view the invoice details. So selecting on the home page, we'll select from the sales menu and I'll choose posted sales invoices. Now my list is sorted on the most current. So at the top of my screen is the active invoice, posted sales invoice ending in 215. And here you can see those items. I can open up the statistics to see anything further in terms of initial or additional information, a very comprehensive view of the sales order, including our profit margins, our costs, etc. We'll close out of that window. And then the remaining step is to register that customer payment. So on the home page here for the business manager, I'll select on payments, and then I'll open up the register customer payment screen. Now a datum has already submitted payment for their recent order. So I'll select the payment made, and then I can preview that. And then you can see the debits and credits are correct. And so I'll go ahead and close that window, and then I'll post the payments. I'll select yes. And then that payment has been made. They're no longer here on that list. And then if I scroll down to my accounts, you'll see here if I drilled into the checking account and looked at my balance here, you can see that most recent posting. So go ahead and close that out. And that will conclude this scenario in which we were to demonstrate the sales order or order to cash process. Clearly the benefits here, as you can see through data entry, we were increasing productivity and we spent less time on some of the data entry.